For centuries, the blood-red banners of Rome swept across the ancient world, striking terror into the hearts of all who opposed them. From the mist-shrouded forests of Germania to the scorching deserts of Egypt, Roman legions became the most feared fighting force of antiquity. But what made Rome truly invincible was not just the strength of its soldiers or the sharpness of its swords. It was a battle strategy, a complete package forged through relentless innovation, discipline, and tactical genius. Rome's approach to warfare changed the course of history and forged an empire that stretched across 3 continents. At the heart of Roman dominance stood the Manipular system, a revolutionary formation that shattered the limitations of older battle tactics. While rival armies relied on rigid blocks of men, Rome divided its forces into smaller maniples, units of unmatched flexibility and independence. On the battlefield, these maniples moved as if guided by a single mind, able to adapt instantly to enemy attacks and shifting terrain. This tactical agility gave Roman commanders an arsenal of options, allowing them to outmaneuver foes who clung to outdated formations. Each legion was built on a foundation of 3 battle lines: hastati, principes, and triarii. The hastati were young warriors, the first to clash with the enemy, testing the strength of opposing forces. Behind them, the principes waited, armored veterans ready to exploit any weakness. And when the fight grew desperate, the triarii, seasoned soldiers with nerves of iron, would advance, their long spears turning the tide when all seemed lost. "To the triarii!" became the rallying cry in moments of crisis, as these battle-hardened men restored hope on blood-soaked fields. Roman tactics were as fluid as the rivers they crossed. Facing a cavalry charge, legions would transform into bristling squares of shields and spears. When arrows darkened the sky, soldiers formed the Testudo, a living tortoise of overlapping shields, advancing through storms of missiles. Such formations were more than mere defense. They were symbols of Roman ingenuity, allowing legions to breach walls and conquer cities considered impregnable. But Roman strength went far beyond battlefield maneuvers. Every soldier was also an engineer, capable of constructing roads, bridges, and siege engines with breathtaking speed and precision. Each night, regardless of exhaustion or looming threats, legions built fortified camps, miniature cities of order and security. These camps became strongholds from which Rome could launch attacks or withstand sieges, a testament to the relentless discipline of its armies. Siege warfare became a Roman specialty. Where other armies faltered before mighty walls, Roman engineers unleashed a storm of creativity, battering rams, siege towers, and artillery that shattered stone and spirit alike. Their mastery of logistics ensured that Roman armies never starved or faltered. Supply lines stretched across continents, feeding and equipping soldiers with an efficiency unmatched by any enemy. Discipline was the steel that bound Roman legions. Training was brutal and unyielding. Punishment for failure was severe. Yet reward for heroism and loyalty was generous. This created a brotherhood of warriors who would fight to the last man, obeying orders with unwavering resolve, even as chaos raged around them. The centurion system ensured that leadership was earned, not inherited, filling the ranks with seasoned veterans who commanded with authority and skill. Rome's genius extended to its treatment of conquered peoples. Instead of annihilation, the promise of citizenship and service transformed enemies into allies. New recruits brought fresh strength and local knowledge, swelling the ranks and spreading Roman methods across the empire. Intelligence gathering became an art. Scouts, spies, and diplomats provided commanders with the knowledge to strike at the perfect moment. Even the terrain became a weapon in Roman hands. Commanders chose battlegrounds that favored Roman tactics, using hills, rivers, and earthworks to funnel enemies into traps. Combined arms, infantry, cavalry, and artillery worked in concert, overwhelming foes with coordinated assaults. As Roman eagles appeared on the horizon, enemies often lost their will to fight, surrendering before the first sword was drawn. Adaptability became Rome's greatest legacy. Against barbarians, against horse archers, against any new threat, Roman tactics evolved. Every victory, every defeat became a lesson, shaping a military machine that learned and improved with each campaign. The shadow of Roman invincibility stretched far beyond the empire's fall. Military strategists throughout history have studied and copied Roman methods, seeking the secret of their unstoppable power. Yet the greatest secret of Rome was not a single weapon or tactic, but a system, a relentless integration of flexibility, organization, engineering, and discipline. This complete package made the legions not just an army, but the architects of empire. Their legacy endures, echoing across the centuries, challenging every warrior who dreams of glory. Could any force ever match the might of Rome, or will the world forever march in the footsteps of the invincible legions?